Hello YouTube fans, here again. Hopefully you can probably hear me because as it was doing this today, I was supposed to say. It's fucking pissing it down. So you hear typical weather. Never stops fucking raining when you want to do something. But that's not why I'm speaking. I'm having moving something away because I don't want people to be fucking too nosy. I decided to do it to test. That's right, it's a test. I've done a few. One of my to tests is for my favourite nephew, that being Dylan. Now Dylan, if you let me get to you, I will get to you. He's done two good tests, and I'm going to get to them as soon as possible. So there's other to test. But today, I was going to say tonight, I'm going to do King of the Kickboxers. I said I was going to do it. I'm a man of my word. Now, the same company, what given is no mistake, no surrender, no sweet, no surrender. One, two, and fucking three. Decided to give us this one, being King of the Kickboxers. You could say it was the same era when there was a lot of these rip-offs of Don Ford Van Damme films. You know what I mean? Which is funny because we all know the original No Retreat, No Surrender starred Don Ford Van Damme. And basically you got the same actor that appeared in No Retreat, No Surrender 2 and 3. Who's in this? Now it starts off, it's in Bangkok, you've got this young lad and his brother who is a Thai fighter, and he's an American fighter, and he wins the tournament, he wins the belt, and so on, and it's happy days. So him and his brother are driving off at midnight, long below, to get old up by his gunmen. And you get one actor in it who says, "You should not supposed to win the fight. No American is supposed to win the fight." And if you've seen this actor before, if you ever remember a movie called Last Boy Scout, and you get this American football player at the opening, and he's pushing people toss and he's shooting people, and he says a line, in life a bit, and shoots himself in the fucking head. Same actor. Been down through films in the 90s, and in this he really does play an utter evil bastard. So he says that line, like I just said, you should not have won the fight, because basically he should not have won the fight. He was fixed to use, but he didn't. So he starts a fight with the guy, but this guy gets the better hand. He kicks him a few times, kicks him in the face. And you've got the idea he's killed him. The young lad's big brother. The lad goes, like a dickhead, runs up to him to die and fight, but again, this is a proper Thai fighter. Kicks him, it doesn't kill the lad, just batters him, bruises him up, and leaves him on the floor and breaks the belt, walks off. You got the idea, it's 10 years later, and the lad's growing up, but surprise, obviously he's not fucking dead, he's the star of the movie. He becomes the star of the film, and like I say, the same lad that made No Mistake, No Surrender 2 and 3 is the main star in this. Excuse me, dog, for not stop barking. So there's a good bit in it where he's watching a video, and long behold, he's only watching No Mistake, No Surrender 3. Which I've got to admit, got a few chuckles and a few laughs out of me. But when you find out there's a black market, what these people are doing is snuff movies. You've not heard things, snuff movies. And it's always been a frightening debate, this, in real life, if there is a thing out there called snuff films, which is the most frightening thing, more frightening than any horror movie, any nightmare, anything. The idea of somebody with a film camera filming people being murdered for real. We all know what snuff is. Someone being murdered for fucking real and making a profit out of it. So basically, he sees the fighter, because it's on a videotape, no street, no surrender fee, but when you fast forward it, it's copied over someone who's being battered to death. And the one who's beating his poor guy to death is the main villain, which is in the opening. So at first he wasn't going to go, but he says he wants to go undercover and go to China. And I love the bit where he goes ape to his captain. I'm going, okay? Ah! It's not a funny scene, and it got a few laughs there. But one of these, do I really feel for this guy? Because before all this, he goes undercover. Right, he's undercover to get these drug dealers. Like they are drug dealers, but he batters up. He does all his martial arts, and he gets on these like electric cookers. Now, I think I originally had the cut down one where this scene wasn't shown originally, but now I've got the uncut one. Not like I'm boasting the boast. But he gets his like a oven, not them eat a ovens, but eat up. And he literally puts it on the guy's face and literally burns his fucking face. So it kind of puts me off the character a bit there. I think he's a bit arrogant and a bit sadistic. The fact that he shoves a fucking oven in someone's fucking face. Ugh, definitely looks painful. So, like I say, he goes undercover and so on. But there's that really disturbing bit in it where this guy thinks he's making a movie and everything. What he doesn't know is he's been set up to be murdered. The main villain, which I always find was funny, he looks about the same age as what he did when he killed his lad's brother. But he comes in and there's a bit where he finds this dead woman in a body bag, all boozed up, naked and bloody. Now, I do originally have the cut one where you never saw that. The uncut one, you see it, and that's like disturbing about what happened to her. What was her story? Was she raped? Was she beaten to death? She's all naked and all bloody. It's like, woof. Definitely doesn't fuck around there. The main villain comes in and he says, "They're waiting for me." Gets him, mams a fucking hook through his jugular, lifts him up, and he chokes to death in his own blood. And they're filming it and making basically a snuff film. And that's what it's about. It's really a disturbing idea of people making snuff, and basically they're making a profit out of it. Halfway through the film, the what's in it, and the guy says, "You're not good enough," and he's back to the boasting the time when he killed the lad in front of his brother, who we all know is the main star. There was a bit where he's about to rape a Durr. I'm happy to say it's not like the movie I reviewed this today. It's not I Spit on You Dave. The Durr gets out with Dodds and meets our main character. There's a bit of a love interest there. But he's going to find his other dad. There's only ever been one dad that's won the fighter. And at first you think he's a drunk, you think he's a down and out, and he's not. He's also undercover and he chains him, basically, to kick this bad guy's ass. But don't forget, he's undercover. But he goes undercover, he thinks he's making a movie, but I do love the bits of Taiwan. There's a lot of good footage here where he's on the boat and he's in this Southwest Bay, but he's in this modern sort of like shades, right? And they put these masks on. The main villain comes in, he knows it's him, he knows it's been set up. He shows a picture of his brother, he looks at it and says, "So you're the one whose brother I killed. Keep the photo, you're going to be joining him." And something like that. They killed, he finds out it's a setup. The one who taught him got killed, the Durr friends hook up, they've got these spikes on water. But I do love the fight scene. The way it's story-rated and everything. The good guy gets the better, kills the main villain, kicks him in the spike, kills the fucker. The army comes in the nick of time. He saves this woman. Happy fucking ending. Happy ending. But I do love it, you know what I mean? I do love this film being king of the kickboxers. It's what it is it a rip-off of Kickboxer? I'd just have to say yeah, and I'd have to say no, because there are bits where basically it's its own film. It's disturbing the idea of these people making a snuff film and making a profit out of it, out of people being murdered, and it's frightening that could that really happen in real life? It's evil people out there pretending to make movies, setting people up so they could get beaten to death and they can make a profit out of it. So it's kind of disturbing the idea that could actually happen. But I do like that idea. I mean, it's martial arts, it's your typical kickboxer sort of wannabe. And the idea that he's got the same lad, like I said, who's in No Retreat, No Surrender 2 and 3. I don't like him in this, and I thought there should have been a lot more films like this, really. It would have been good to see him in the original one, instead of it being a Karate Kid fucking wannabe. But I don't like him. He's got some good martial art music. There's bits where I didn't like him, like the bit where he burns the guy's face. That makes him look a bit sadistic and a bit of an arrogant dick. Like there's a bit where he goes into this tournament and he's having all these Thai fighters and he batters them all and they'll fuck him off. So the bits where he just comes across being a bit of a dick. But apart from that, not a bad hour of your time. You can actually find it on YouTube. You can find sites where you see complete and utter uncut. I remember the golden days of seeing it on video, that being king of the kickboxers. Into them. be smart, be safe. I'll do some more tests, some more movie reviews on the go. And why not a 5-star rating? So don't have enough of your time, but into them. Be smart, be safe. See you later.